In this video, I will be demonstrating how to perform the Rockport walking test and the 1 mile jogging test. For both assessments, you will need proper running attire, a 400-meter track, heart rate monitor, which is optional, pencil and paper, a stopwatch, and a scale. If you do not have a heart rate monitor, make sure you know the following. Take the heart rate immediately after the test, using the palpation technique on the carotid side or the radial side. Count the number of beats in 15 seconds and then multiply it by 4. Also, remember that the heart rate should not exceed 180 beats per minute. The 1 mile jogging test is intended for 18 to 29-year-old men and women with sedentary lifestyles. Before the test, make sure to warm up for 2 to 3 minutes in order to establish a steady pace. Jog the 1 mile at a comfortable pace without stopping, and not as fast as you can, since it's not a maximal test. Men should run it in at least 8 minutes, while women should run it in at least 9 minutes. Here I signaled the timekeeper to start the time and began to jog at a steady pace. As soon as I completed the mile, I used the carotid side to estimate my heart rate. I counted the number of beats in 15 seconds and multiplied it by 4 to get my heart rate. Use the following formula to calculate your VO2 max, which requires body weight in kilograms, the time in minutes, heart rate, and gender. To convert seconds into minutes, simply divide the seconds by 60 as shown in the example. After plugging in my values into the formula, I estimated my VO2 max at 53.9 milliliters per kilogram per minute. Next up is the 1 mile Rockport walking test, intended for 20 to 69-year-old men and women who cannot perform the 1 mile jog assessment. Before the test, include a 5 to 10 minute warm-up of dynamic stretching. The goal of this test is to walk it as fast as possible without running. This test is useful for sedentary and older populations. Once again, I signaled the timekeeper to start the time as I began walking as fast as I could. Unfortunately, the 400-meter track was unavailable here, but approximately 20 laps around a basketball court is equivalent to a mile. Once I finished walking the mile, I also used the carotid side to estimate my heart rate, counting the number of beats in 15 seconds and multiplying that value by 4. To calculate VO2 max for this assessment, use the following formula, which requires body weight in pounds, age in years, gender, time in minutes, and heart rate. Convert the seconds into minutes as before by dividing by 60. After plugging in my values into this formula, my estimated VO2 max came out to 51.2 milliliters per kilogram per minute.